Okay, today we're reading to you from the Youth Companion magazine, May 5th, 1892, which is 123 years ago, and we're going to read to you Jennie's letter. Read to you by Jennifer, which we call her Jennie. There you go.
It was a week before May Day when Jennie Parks came into the kitchen with a troubled little face. "Oh, Mama," she said, "I have hunted all through our woods and in Uncle Tom's and down in the pasture, and I can't find a single Mayflower, nor even a wee little violet. What shall we do for our May party?" "Why, my darling," said Mrs. Parks, "there is time enough for dozens of flowers to come out before May Day. I know the spring is very late this year," she added, in a doubtful tone. "It is so odd. I should not think any flowers would blossom, but don't cry, dear." As Jennie's lips began to quiver, "Spring may be here before we know it. I am sure she would come and hurry up the flowers if she only knew how anxious you are about it," said Jennie's mamma cheerily. "Where is Spring?" asked Jennie. "Oh, down south, I suppose," answered Mrs. Parks, laughing. "In Florida?" queried the little girl, which was the only South that she knew much about, since that was where Uncle Tom had an orange grove. "Yes," said her mamma, gaily. "I think she must be staying down in Florida, and we wish she would come north, don't we?" Then Jennie went into the sitting room, and was quiet for a long time, while her mamma went on with her baking in the kitchen. Before dinner she went down to the post office for the noon mail, as was her custom. But Mrs. Parks had stepped into the pantry with Jennie, came to ask if there were any letters to send, and so did not see the white envelope in which held fast in her blue mittened hand. The next day, when Jennie was out at play, Mrs. Parks drew a letter from his pocket with an amused smile and handed it to his wife, saying, "Do you know anything about this? I was down at the post office this morning, and the clerk gave it to me. He laughed and said he didn't know just where to send it. I suppose it is Jennie's work, and if she hadn't used one of those envelopes with my name in the corner, I don't know as we should ever have seen it." On the envelope was printed in Jennie's cramped hand, "Spring, Florida." Mrs. Parks opened the sheet of paper inside and read the following letter. "Dear Spring, I wish you would come soon and make the flowers blossom. I want some flowers for my May Day party next week, and I can't find any. I hope you will excuse my spelling. I have not been to school. I want the flowers to be in our woods and pasture. I live on the east side of the river in Newton. Your little friend, Jennie Fay Parks." The weather grew warm during the next week, and Jennie was delighted to find that the Mayflowers' buds were opening. Indeed, when May Day came, there were plenty of flowers for the wreaths and May Queen crown, and everybody said that at last spring had really come.
Oh, that's such a sweet story. Oh, that's precious. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Bye-bye.